Hi everybody and welcome to art class. Hope you're all doing okay today. I'm doing pretty good. Figured we would just take today to do some free drawing. It's because it's really important. It's like a fun activity to do, but it's really important to do free drawing. I know I like to guide your lessons, but for you to just kind of sit down and draw whatever you want and make the decisions about what you want to draw, it's a super important thing to do as an artist, and I always want to make sure my students have some time to do that too. Because art's all about being creative and coming up with your own ideas. And it's important to explore what you're interested in. If you don't know where to start, sometimes, here, I'm going to just aim my camera down and then continue talking here. I gotta do this. Okay. If you don't know where to start, sometimes it's a good idea to just doodle, just to make a line and see where that takes you. Another thing you can do is look up a picture of something you're interested in. Like if you like Pokemon, look up a picture of, say, your favorite Pokemon. And you can learn how to draw it just from looking at a picture. To develop that skill of looking at something and drawing what you see, that is a super important art skill. Sorry, I'm struggling with my camera here. What else is new, right? Okay. There we go. It's a super important art skill to look at something and draw what you see. So if you want to look at some characters or something that you want to learn how to draw, go for it. If you don't want to do that and you just have no idea what to do, here's what I do. I just start with a shape or a weird line. Any kind of line, doesn't matter. Okay. And then maybe you see something and want to turn it into something. Maybe you turn it around and I'm like, oh, now I see like a weird face. Or something like that, right? Or maybe you want to just keep adding weird things and see what happens. Maybe you just want to like follow some of those lines and see what that looks like. Just doodling, just messing around, right? Maybe you're just filling in the space with some interesting lines, right? And you just keep going. Maybe you want to do some decorative designs with some shapes. I don't know. Your art doesn't have to be, a picture of something. So the worst thing you could do is just sit there and do nothing because you don't know what to draw, right? While you're thinking of what you want to draw, start drawing, right? Don't think about it. Just doodle. Just make lines and things, and you'll figure it out. Just don't get stuck thinking, well, I don't know what to draw, right? Just draw. You don't have to know what to draw to draw. I know that sounds weird, but it's true. I don't know what I'm drawing. I didn't plan or think about any of this. Just letting it happen. One thing that I was working on is this guy right here. This was I made this during the art hangouts that we've been having. We've had a few students doing that, and that's been super fun. So if you're interested in the art hangout, go ahead and join the Google Classroom. I'll put the code in the description to this video when you put that in Google Classroom, and then you'll see when we have art hangouts where we just kind of chill and make art together. So that's been fun. This is Lady Mifa from Legend of Zelda. One of the students in the hangout said that was his favorite Zelda character, so I drew that, and then I just added all kinds of other random stuff. Like you can see there's a flamingo here if you turn it upside down. Yeah, it's fun. I'm just gonna keep on doodling. I'm gonna make a spaceship. I wonder what you're drawing out there. This is why the art hangout is fun, because we draw together like this, but then you can show me what you're doing, and we can talk about art and look at videos and stuff, which is pretty fun. Sometimes I make a doodle spaceship. And it's just like I was talking about with this picture, where you're just drawing lines and shapes. You don't really know what they are. But it's a spaceship, like I'm adding some shapes together. And I have like certain parts that I like to use. Like I'd like to use this tube, right? And then sometimes I'll draw like these connecting pipe things that kind of go on an angle. Maybe a little plug thing. It's just like weird random parts. You can add like a little panel or a window or something like that. Some antennas. It's just random spaceship stuff. I don't know. And just like all these little teeny details. You know, when we do lessons that are guided, like I show you how to do a certain skill or a certain drawing, that's really good because I'm kind of showing you a specific thing. But this is good because what this is going to help you do is figure out who you are as an artist, what you like to do as an artist, which is extremely important. Because you're not quite going to learn that if someone's telling you exactly what to make with every one of your art pieces, right? You're going to figure out, what do I like to make? What's my style? I believe that a big part of art is celebrating who you are as an individual. The fact that everybody is different and everyone has their own unique ideas. And that we celebrate that through appreciating each other's art. And you can acknowledge that, hey, I'm special, my ideas are worth exploring, and when you make your art, you're expressing that. You're saying, you know what? I've got some cool ideas. Let's see what they're all about. It's always good to practice those kind of self-confidence type things. Self-esteem, feeling good about yourself, you know? It's easy to feel bad about yourself sometimes, to feel like you're not good enough or something like that. Not as cool as somebody else or not as good as somebody else. We all feel like that sometimes. And we have to do work to fight against that. You gotta recognize it. You gotta be like, you know what? I see that I'm kind of having a hard time with self-confidence, and you got to work on it. You got to build yourself up. Talk to yourself in a positive way. Do things like make art to celebrate yourself. And just know that it's okay to be happy with yourself. It's okay to be proud of yourself. It's actually a very good and healthy thing to do. Be your own best friend. Be your biggest fan. There's nothing wrong with that. This is a cool looking spaceship. I like this. See, that's the kind of thing you want to be saying to yourself when you're making art. You want to support yourself. called our self-talk, and you should always be aware of how you're talking to yourself. And as much as you can, try to keep it positive, because it really does affect you. I love drawing these spaceships. I could draw 1,000 of these. I think these are like the batteries of the spaceship. See, this feels good to me because this is something I chose and this what I felt like doing. You know, I was thinking, well, maybe I'll finish this project because that's what they were doing for the art hangout, and it would be cool to show that. But I didn't really feel like doing that right now, and it would have been a little more forced if I did that. And yeah, it would have been fun. I would have gotten into it, but this is like more personal, and this is like where my mind is at right now. And that's good. Like, I'm having fun with it, and it's turning out to be so cool because I'm into it, you know? Your art's better when you're into it. So try to find things that you can get into with your art. Don't try to force yourself to be like somebody else or do, you know, what you think you should be doing with your art. Do what you want to do with it, and that's how you're going to get the most out of it. And that is exactly why I'm doing this lesson right now. To help you develop that sense of what you want to do with your art. This is a cool spaceship. I'm loving it. I am loving it. I'm gonna add something here that's like a little dock where you can fly a smaller spaceship out of it. This is my cruiser. All right. It's about a midway point, so I'm gonna take this opportunity to look at an art video. Okay, this is by an artist that I really look up to on YouTube, and in fact, this spaceship style, I directly learned that from him by watching his videos, because he made a cool spaceship kind of like that, and I kind of learned a little bit of that from him. His name is Peter Draws. I'm a big fan. So this video is called How to Doodle What I Think When I Draw. Let's see what he's got to say. He's kind of a funny guy.
Thoughts. Alright, I'm going to walk you through some of the thoughts of what I think when I doodle. Nothing complicated. Here's a pie shape with a circle in the middle, shaded in with some lines. Here's a curvy, weird zigzag. Draw another line up here with a curly Q on the end, fill it in, some weird shapes around that. Okay. Probably finish this into a curly Q here, fill it in a little bit, bring it through the triangle. Yeah. If you don't know what to do, outline it. Look at that outlining, outlining it, yes. Did I mention I like outlining? Alright, some big things poking out of the middle here. Don't know really what those are. Here's some cog sort of things I'm drawing. Draw some black tips on the ends to make it look cooler, a little more pronounced. Alright, we gotta fill this in. How about some zigzags? Everyone loves zigzags. Alright, so you zig and you zag and you fill it in, and then you fill in the corners of the zigzags. So the zigs first, always fill in the zigs first, and then the zags, and then it'll look pretty cool. Look at that, just filling them in. Don't really know what I'm doing still. No plan. Fill in the middle here with some more curly lines. Make it look a little bit darker in the middle. Tuck that behind there. Let's see, what do I do next? Let's guess. Outline it. Yep, there we go. I'm outlining. Just outline this here, go around there. Feels fun, feels good. I like it. Alright, we got to figure out something to do for the end now after put this thing in the end. How about some swooshy lines behind it? Everyone likes those. Let's do those. So we do some swooshy lines coming on the back, curling around and ending down at the bottom there. Put another one there. Alright, I'm going to highlight the edges of some of these. Or dark light. I don't know what it's called if it's with dark stuff. And so they stand out a little bit better there. Do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to have the exact same number of swooshy things here. Hope you like them. Swooshy things everywhere. They're going to be different shape, but they're going to be the same ones as on the other side, just to provide a little bit of uniformity there. Yep, just doing my thing here. Some lines in that thing. Now we got to figure out, once I finish doing this, what else I'm going to do. Maybe something bigger in the background. Something like these, but bigger. Yeah, like this, yeah. Big pointy thing. Do another one on the other side. Yeah, slightly different though. Don't want it to make it look exactly the same because I don't like doing symmetrical stuff as much. I just keep kicking myself in the foot if it's not perfect, so I don't even try to do symmetrical stuff. There we go. Oh, that's a little uneven, but it's fine. Do some other lines similar on the other side here. Right down the middle. Black shapes. Who knows what this is? Put some dots in the middle of that. And then we're going to do like a darker one here. A couple of dark ones under the first two. And we're just going to make them darker, like I said, darker, because that gives a little bit of depth, I think. Alright, and we're going to color these in with like little hash marks. Now, if I don't like the hash marks, I can always just color it in all the way. I love coloring. So, some darker lines there. Yeah, I think I'm about done with this. Yes! Time for the signature. I love doing my signature. Squares and circles, there it is.
That's his signature.
I think I need to add some finishing touches. Yeah, we're going to darken it up here on the edges a little bit, just to give it a bit more oomph. Yeah, there we go. Darken up the corners there and where the things are coming out. Perfect, see? And now we've arrived at the finished product, and I never had a plan, and I never thought ahead. Oh no, it happens. You can do it too. Just do it a lot.
Alright, how about that, huh? So yeah, that's a cool drawing. I like that, but you can see that he didn't, I think the joke is what I think when I draw, and I think the joke was kind of, well, he doesn't think that much, he just kind of does it. Here, I'm going to draw some zigzags, I'm going to color this in, I'm going to outline this, he wasn't overthinking it, and I think that's his point here. So, yeah, I think that's a cool example. I really like his videos. Check out some more of his channel. He's got a million awesome videos. Not literally a million, but a lot. He's got one where he makes a giant drawing with a banana and some ink. That was pretty cool. Yeah, cool. Cool stuff. Alright, I'm going to keep drawing my spaceship. Spaceship! Looks like we got about a minute and a half left. I hope you have fun with your drawing. I'm really curious to what you're drawing, and this is one thing I miss about teaching in person is just to see your art, and while we're doing this together and talk about it. So that's why it's really cool to do the art hangouts. So, you know, if you're interested in that, join that Google Classroom. The link is in the description to the video, alright? You just put that code in Google Classroom, and then you can see how to join the art hangout. Because it's fun, and it's just, it feels like art class again, you know? It feels like being together again when we can connect with other students and share our art with each other. And even if you just, you know, some students just join and don't have their camera on or even their voice. They just join just to be there with other people making art, and it's really great. So I hope to see some more students in there. That would be really cool. Even if you're just curious about it, just come by and see what it's all about. You don't even have to show your face or say anything. That's okay. And, you know, keep thinking about what kind of art you like to make. What is the most interesting thing to you? And maybe you gotta try lots of things before you figure that out. Or maybe you're like me and you just like doing a million different things. I don't have one thing that I like to do. I like to do lots of stuff, and that's cool too. But, you know, think about that. It's your art. It's specific to you. It's special to you. And think about what you want to do with that. And what makes you special and what you want to express. Alright. Well, it's been super fun, everybody. This is great. I like to just sit around and just doodle with y'all. So, I will see you next time. I think that's going to be after break. Pretty sure. So, if I don't see you before then, have a great break. But keep making art, alright? Keep making stuff. Alright, love you. Take care.